Well, it's a Creative Living Thursday, and that means Siobhan is here with a fun DIY. And this morning, we're doing some shell art, which is like everywhere right now.
It is
Yeah.
very popular, and I guess maybe summertime, everybody hopefully got to go to a beach, or if not, you're going to go to a beach here soon. These are things also you can collect, and you don't have to use them right away. So keep them, because maybe in 4 months you're going to decide you want to do something, maybe for a Christmas gift. These are just oyster shells. I have a store in Rockport, and I was walking, and I noticed there was a whole bunch of them laying out there. You can find a lot of shells if you're really just paying attention.
Yeah.
All of these are really, they're the Texas Gulf Coast oysters. A lot of people say you can paint the back of them, or you can soak them in bleach. I just really love the kind of real rusticy nature of it, so I don't really soak mine, but you're welcome to make them whiter by putting them in bleach. Maybe for a day you just let them soak. So in the meantime, make sure you clean them though, because you're gonna need the inside of them to be kind of clean and smooth, no sand on them. All we need is, of course, your Mod Podge. You can do satin or glossy. That's not a problem. I do the multi-purpose one. I actually need some sandpaper. Doesn't matter really what grain, you're only using it a little bit. And then you're gonna need a pen. This is an acrylic gold pen that I can put on the edges. It's kind of nice because you paint them very easily. You don't have to use a brush and all that. So pick your napkins. There's so many different choices. And remember, it doesn't have to be the whole napkin that you're looking at. Like in this case, I like that there was a butterfly, or I like that it's sitting on a flower. So I can kind of picture that is what I want on my oyster. So it's pretty easy. Actually, I already cut this one out. I love the butterfly on this pattern. So I cut it out, and remember, you got to kind of measure it according to how much you're going to need for your oyster. You can be over the edges. That's actually a good thing to do, just in case you don't want to cut them short. So just make sure you cover the whole thing. Remember, with the napkins, you got 2-ply. Make sure you're peeling off.
Yes.
Yes, if you don't peel off, it doesn't take quite as well with the Mod Podge. It kind of can cause bubbles. So all we're gonna do, it's pretty easy. You know how this goes. We just paint our Mod Podge on the inside, cover all the edges, because you're gonna wanna have this napkin to go all the way through the edges, okay? And I put a fair amount. You don't want it to be not sticky, as we call it. So this is all I'm doing. Just gonna put that, I love the, oh, got it stuck on me, don't I? I always do this, don't I? There we go, pretty easy. Once you've done this, you just kind of push it down wherever you need it to be. And then what you're gonna do is put the Mod Podge on top again. And then once you put the Mod Podge on top, gotta let it dry. And I have one that's already done here. Remember, they're all different shapes, so we're just gonna go back in and Mod Podge the top. Let it dry, though. You've got to let it dry, because if you don't, then you're going to start ripping your tissue and the paper on it. So not a problem. I'm going to show you.
Keep painting.
I am. We're going to paint up.
We will come back and we'll see how it all comes together. All right. Welcome back to San Antonio Living. We are getting creative with Siobhan. We're doing some shell art this morning. That's a lot of S's, by the way.
It is.
You're trying to
Shelly
mess
and
me up.
Siobhan and shell art. It's okay.
Okay, what are we doing?
I was just kind of running it through again. I'll just review in case you guys weren't. These are just by the Gulf Coast. I picked up the oyster shells that I saw on the ground. Make sure you wash them really well. Of course, you got your Mod Podge. It can be a glossy or a satin. Doesn't really matter. Multi-purpose. It's the napkins, of course, and you pick what you want. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be the whole picture, because remember, you're just using a piece. So maybe you like the butterfly with the blue on it. That's maybe what you want to do, or just a smiley face. Remember, you can do this as party favors. It doesn't have to be something, it's a big deal. Kids can also help you with this, so it can be something kind of fun to do. So all I did is I took the shell, washed it really good, dry it real well. I cut out the portion of the napkin that I felt was the part that I wanted to put on this. All I did is Mod Podge. I put the Mod Podge on, put the napkin on, and then I went back over it. Now let it dry for about an hour. This one has not completely dried, so I'm going to show you kind of what I do once it's dried off. This is where the sandpaper comes in, because sometimes you've got extra and you don't, it's very hard to cut it. So you're going to take your sandpaper and you're literally going to edge the edges, okay? So basically it just smooths off the paper off the edges. That way you have it all set up and ready to go. Don't have to worry about them being, super perfect. These are nature, and you're just kind of adding to nature. So all I'm doing is just cleaning off the edges, all right? So that way you have them cleared off. Once you've got them cleared off, then it's up to you to decide if you want to add a band around them. Nowadays, they're starting to put the gold paint around them, or they're putting the silver around them. You can also pick a color. There's acrylic pens. This is a gold acrylic pen.
Easier.
A lot easier. A friend of mine said, well, I'm painting it. And I said, no. My hand is not that steady to try to get it. So it's literally, this has a 3mm tip and a fine tip. So all I did is just pick the 3mm, make sure I got the right, yep, I do. It's a pen, just take it easy. Make sure you get the paint on it. And then all you're gonna do is just really go around the edges, okay? So this one is a little wet still, so you're just literally gonna paint the edges.
And that makes
you can
all
make
the difference.
it does, it kind of finishes off. You can make it as thick as you want, okay? It doesn't matter, it's up to you. But it's kind of cool because then it adds it all the way around. I also would probably paint just all of this. And kind of add that as the extra. So that's kind of what you're gonna do when you get done.
So cute. And then
so
you can
I got
use
one
it to like hold jewelry, all sorts of little things.
So this is one I did last night. Took me no time at all. Put it by a sink, put your ring in it.
So cute.
But the other thing I thought would be kind of fun, because you're always looking for hostess gifts, or we're always looking for something like a party favor. These are just the little burlap bags, which of course brings in the sea element and nature and all that. Just literally, you can find them and they'll put them in.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then you can also, if you needed to, I also thought about, you could get even the stickers that have initials. And you could Mod Podge those in the middle of them for somebody if you had a gift. I think it's kind of a cool little gift.
Very cute.
So simple,
I love it.
easy, and they're awfully pretty.
Very fun. Well, guys, if you've got questions, you can connect with us on social media. We're at I Love SA Living and online at saliving.com.